Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Delle. I'm excited that you're here with me today. We're going to get some channel messages as well as pull a couple of Viking Oracle cards from this deck. So we're calling in the Norse, the Norse today. So they're like the big guns for me with Oracle reading and stuff like that. I love to work with the Norse in my channeling, so I'm excited to see what comes through today because it's always a very powerful, direct to the point kind of a message. We are going to get some channel messages before that though. Always doing the channeling in a space of divine love and through non-judgment. That's the energy I like to operate in and reside in. All information about me can be found in the description box, how to book a personal reading, or the other services that I offer there through my website only, DelleGoddessIntuitive.com or DelleGoddess.com. And again, that link is in the description box for you to check out. Also in the description box, you can find different resources and things, books that come through, movies, songs. The songs go into our Spotify playlist, which is our playlist called Songs from Spirit. So it's there for you. It's quite large and eclectic and a lot of fun if you're a music lover or you just want to hit shuffle and see what song pops up for you for today as an intuitive message. So there's also a video on the channel header, I guess like where you go to the home page, just showing and sharing how to make the most out of the YouTube videos that I put out, at least on this channel. So that way you're really using and trusting your own intuition and your discernment to see if the video is right for you or not. And yeah, to always just trust and go with your own intuitive guidance on that. So it's like we're at the cosmic mailbox, checking the mail together. Some letters or messages are going to have your name on it, some are not, and that's okay. So we just honor what feels right for us today in the now. Thank you so much for all those of you out there who like the videos and subscribe to the channel and comment. It's so important for me to have that, to keep it going. And I just feel so supported and appreciated that you take the time to do that. So I just want to share my support and appreciation towards you for doing that as well. So thank you. For those who haven't subscribed or liked, please consider doing so. Again, it's a wonderful way to help support the channel and to help it grow. And as it's growing, you're a part of it growing, and it's really wonderful. So thank you. Okay, yeah, let's get into the channel portion of the reading of the video. I'm seeing the Nine of Cups, and that came through in the last reading I did, but I'm seeing it here where it's the Nine of Cups. I'm seeing somebody who's like, what if we're stuck in the Nine of Cups? We really want the Ten of Cups, but it's like the energy isn't budging from the Nine of Cups. And as happy as I am here in the Nine of Cups, I want the Ten of Cups. So you want to share your emotional happiness and fulfillment with somebody else or others. I'm hearing it's just a matter of like, go on, put yourself out there. That's literally what I'm hearing. So is there a group or a club that you can join that you can express yourself in that way? Maybe it's time to start dating again. Maybe it's time to look out there and see where you can share your energy in a way that feels meaningful for you or conducive for you. Maybe if you are already with somebody, you're looking to share you two together out there. So, or maybe I'm seeing like tango. So maybe you're deciding like, hey, let's get out there and share who we are with other people. And so tango or social dance is coming in as an important aspect or outlet for you, or an avenue, potential avenue. For others, I'm seeing like pickleball. I know that's really popular for some reason in the United States. I'm taking back my some reason. It just is. I get it. It's a low impact sport. I always laugh because we had to do that in high school in gym, and everyone was kind of like not that enthused about it. We'd rather play badminton or something like that. So, but that's okay. Always in a space of non-judgment, so just bringing in some light and some fun. Yeah, there's something that wants to evolve or bloom. I'm seeing like a bud on a tree that's ripe with potential, so it's like just about to blossom, but it hasn't yet. So you're kind of just waiting to see what this could turn into. But I am getting this. I'm hearing crossing the Delaware, so. I know that's like a famous painting. I think George Washington crossing the Delaware. At least it is in the States. But it's really just how it's coming through symbolically, at least in the reading, is like crossing over into uncharted territory to begin or establish something brand new for yourself. So it's like there's new rules, there's a new layout, there's a new everything, and you're kind of just seeing, you're in that exploratory phase where it's like, let's see what could happen. We'll try this out and see if it works, and if not, we'll find something else fun to do, or I'll try this club, or I'll go over here instead, or something like that. But what I'm getting is that there's a window of opportunity that you're in currently for you to explore if you should so desire. Okay, and that's all for the channel messages. So let's get into the Norse, the Viking Oracle. Hope everyone is doing well. If I hadn't said that already. I do like to travel vicariously sometimes. I always forget to say this, but if you ever care to comment and just mention where you're tuning in from, it's interesting to me. And yeah, introduce yourself in the comments if you want. Say hi. I'm hearing it's important to let someone know you're here, so maybe that's why that was coming through. Maybe you're like waiting for something, or you're going on a job interview and you're like, you haven't let the other person know that you've even arrived. Maybe they're waiting on you, but it's just like a communication of just announce yourself. Thank you. Announce yourself. There's one more left, so I can't see them yet, so you'll have to take my word for it, because I know you can't see it. That one I can see, which is Laguz, flow. So we have the rune of flow with the number 21. So I get that something is like you're in alignment with something, so flow is present, flow is possible. Laguz is like the flow of a river. There's no blockages or anything like that. Things are just in flow. So especially if you found you've been in a void state for a while, nothing's really happening, it just feels kind of like a limbo, what's going on. I do see that the flow has already started. It might not have reached you yet. So for example, if it's in, let's say the river is frozen over. So Isa is another rune where it talks about ice. So everything's at a standstill, it's frozen. I actually see, it's like I can hear that the ice has thawed, so the river is flowing again. But where you are at on the river bank, it's still ice. But I can hear it that the water is coming, so it's only a matter of time, and it hits you quite quickly. So if you're waiting for something to happen, so you might want to check out the reading I did just before this one. If you're waiting for something to happen, it's like it's coming in. Are you prepared for it? Are you prepared to receive this? Because it's on its way. So if you're calling in a relationship like nonstop, round the clock, every day, are you prepared to receive that relationship right now? Is there anything that you need to do? Is there anything that's required of you in order to receive the very thing that you want to manifest? So waiting around for a manifestation to come in is wonderful and all that, but if you're not actually ready to receive it, what's it going to do for you when it actually comes in? You might not be able to hold on to that manifestation. The same thing with a job. If you are waiting for a job to begin, or waiting to hear if you're going to be hired for a job, are there any skills that you can learn or brush up on that's going to better prepare you or ready you to even have that job? You know, like in the case of if you are looking to become a chef or something like that, it's just coming through. You know, are you ready to go to work right now? Are your knives sharpened? Do you have knives? You don't have to go out and buy things, but it's just, you know, are your nails cut to an appropriate length, or did you just get a brand new set of acrylics or something like that? So it's just, are you actually ready to step into the role that you need to step into for you to receive this manifestation? So with Laguz, it's like the Norse is giving a very friendly, you know, heads up, it's coming. Are you ready? You know, because you're going to have to be the one to receive it. You're calling it in for yourself. So like a rushing river, it's like you don't want to be standing in the middle of the river when that breaks. You know, you want to be off to the side safely, and then we can, I don't know, maybe there's a boat or something that comes to pick you up. I have no idea. But it's that's what I'm getting. It's just, what can you do in the meantime to prepare for this manifestation? Maybe it's not actually the best use of your energy to kind of just be sitting around and waiting for something to come in. So I say that with love. There's no judgment with that, but that's what I'm saying. The Norse are like quite like to the point and stern, and there's no fluff, there's no sugar coating. This is how it is. So I appreciate that. I don't know if you guys do. Hera in the reverse, or Jera, but I believe it's pronounced Hera. Not like Ron Burgundy with a soft J, but it's that's one pronunciation of it, and that's the one that I know. This talks about harvest. This was in the Merc stave, meaning it's in the reverse. I like to just hold them upright so that way you can see the card and you can see this, you know, the lovely figure of Jera or Hera. So this talks about harvest. It talks about the crops have all grown and are ready to harvest it and take the bounty for ourselves. Because it's in the Merc stave, I'm getting it's like it's not quite there yet. And again, it's because it's like the flow has started, but the actual thing that's coming in for you to receive this harvest hasn't begun yet. So you haven't received your manifestation yet, or you haven't, you know, gotten the job or the relationship or whatever it is. So you can't really reap the reward or the benefit of that until the thing actually comes in. So on one hand, I'm getting you're doing so well at embodying the energy fully of the feeling of what it would be like to have this manifestation, that it's like it's already happened now, which is wonderful. But it actually, there's a succession of things that have to take place in order for you to fully receive this thing and to fully actually have the way that you were feeling about it be part of your present, your now. So it's just like we're going out of order a little bit. So Spirit's wanting to just, all right, we have to actually get realistic here and rearrange about how the manifestation is working. This requires you to be patient, but in the meantime, while the ice is thawing and the flow is coming back in, what can you do to ready yourself? And I feel like you're being called to do stuff, but it might not make sense to you why you're being called to do that, but you're actually being shown in a grounded and guided way. All right, it's important for you to do this. It's important for you to do this. If you really want to get to work, but you're being called to like go book a massage for yourself and spend downtime and sleeping extra, it might not make sense to you because you're ready to get to work. But later on, you'll recognize, oh, thank God I booked that massage, or I had that downtime, or just really vegged and rested, because this is actually going to be a lot more physically demanding. So I'm glad I had that rest ahead of time. I feel prepared now. So it might feel counterintuitive sometimes, the guidance we're feeling called towards, but there's a reason for it, so to trust it. Hagalaz. So Hagalaz is in the Merc stave as well. Again, I will just hold him upright so you can see him. Hagalaz talks about halt, talks about hail. So it's literally the halt is being removed, so the restriction is being removed. So we can confirm that because we have the goose here. And so again, it's like there's flow that's coming in. It's just not quite ready to harvest yet, but the flow is coming in. So they're having me read from the guidebook for that card for the Merc stave. So let me just see what the book wants to say for this. I'll mention this deck in the description box if you want to check it out. The hardship you're experiencing is a result of long-held patterns that can be changed. Either you or someone who influences you has an addiction that must be dealt with to avoid long-term problems. You might be playing the victim. If so, step out of this role to heal yourself. So with this, I'm getting, it's just, if you are stuck in this, like, why does this always happen to me? Nothing works out for me, that kind of a thing. You can pull yourself out of that by going, this is happening for me. What do I need to do to prepare? So again, there's this shift of like everything's happening to me. I'm not getting what I want. Recognizing you actually are, just, being more proactive about it. So was that it with that? You might be addicted to complaining. I say this without any judgment, so it's never coming through as judgment, but just a translation of the energy. The number 444 is coming through as well. So that's really saying to me, it's like you're setting up a new foundation of yourself about how you want to move forward in life. If you have always been one to complain about, oh, nothing works out for me or whatever, it's so easy to do that. You could be unknowingly calling in that for yourself, that nothing ever works out for you because you keep speaking it into truth. You keep speaking it into existence. What I'm getting is with 444 coming in, as that message is coming in, it's about setting up a new foundation for yourself, again, because it's going to be so important for you to hold that frequency, that energetic boundary with yourself. Everything happens so easily for me. I trust my intuition. I'm effortlessly guided, and I trust everything's always working out for me. That sounds a whole lot different, and it's going to be a whole lot different in terms of what you get in response to that mindset, rather than nothing works out for me, I have to struggle with everything. Why can't it just be easy? And instead just shifting it to everything is easy. I feel like this expansion of energy, this contraction of energy, just going back and forth between the two. So it's like cutting through. I'm getting with his sword there. It's like cutting through any BS, whether it originated from you or started from you or someone else. It could be someone else's kind of peppering in their own thoughts with yours, where it's like I wish things were easier for you. You suffer a lot. It's just like, that's really not helpful either. You know what I mean? So it could be that someone around you too has this addictive tendency to complain a lot, or to only see things from the negative. So there's a call here that would really be helpful, again, just to see things from the positive as your manifestation is coming in. The last card is the Norns. Got chills. This is a very powerful reading. So the Norns talk about carving the fate. I don't know if you can hear that. A dog is howling outside. It's interesting. The Norns, the three Norns, talk about carving the fate into the trunk of the tree of life. Yggdrasil. I don't know if I said that right, but Yggdrasil is the tree of life. It's interesting because the Norns, it's like, even though fate is fate, we can still ask the Norns, this is how I want things to turn out. So you can put in like a bid for a change for yourself. But it's not yet written in stone. Nothing is yet written in stone. It's really interesting that this is the last and final message, because it's like, as your manifestation is coming in, because we can clearly see that at least from the cards and from the energy that's present, it's like a very nice, gentle but stern warning from the Norse here today, the Norse guides, where it's like your manifestation is coming in. The halt, the stop, the restriction has lifted. It's going to come to you. It's not quite yet time to harvest because there's an adjustment that needs to be made. So, and you actually have the power within yourself to decide, am I going to be able to receive this when it comes because it's coming, or am I not? So again, I'm just getting, if you need help with this, call upon your spirit team for guidance, and just say, please help me be ready to receive these manifestations. What needs to come from me in order for me to experience this? And again, some I'm hearing, it's just like rest, reprieve, take a load off, so that way you have your full energy and attention to do stuff. If you have no alone time because you're always around people, when you get into a relationship, what do you think is going to happen? You know what I mean? You're going to be around that person a lot, so you're going to be really wanting and thankful and appreciative of all the alone time that you could have been having, before this relationship began or started. Yeah, because let's face it, when we first get into a relationship, it's like we can't stop we can't stop thinking about the other person, and it's just very exciting to get to fall into fall in love with somebody else. So that's why I'm getting the Norns are here, just saying, like, however you want it to be, you let us know, but be mindful that you are letting us know by the complaints, by the wishes. So depending which way you want to go, that will be what you call in for yourself. So hopefully that helped. That's all I'm seeing for today. Yeah, there's definitely this, I'm hearing just don't over explain. So I'm going to leave it there. Sending you all my best. And until next time, stay well and take care.